Hey guys, what's up? Did a little shopping today. Finally found one of these I've been looking for a while. A lot of guys over in the UK have had them for a while, but this is something relatively new to the stateside. It's the Husqvarna T540 battery powered saw. So essentially what they've done, I already have the 536. So from that saw, they've added a really nice mesh piece right here that keeps all the debris from going down and getting into the flywheel. Works all the same. There's a fan behind here that works to cool off the motor and the battery and all that. And you don't want chunks of wood going down in there. So this is an awesome upgrade. Next thing that they've done is, on the other one, you always had to just push this and see how many bars you had on your battery. Well, your battery's sitting down in here, and that's not that convenient. So on this particular saw, we thought about that, and they decided to put an indicator up here that shows you how much battery you have. That's way smarter, because you can glance down at this really easy versus having to push that button. The other thing that they changed a little bit is the safety. On the other saw, you can push it down just like this. On this one, it has to go forward first and then down. So it has to go forward and then it goes down. So you can't accidentally hit it as easily. Like if you just grab it like this, you can't press it. You have to physically slide forward and then you can press it. That, in my opinion, is a lot safer than the other design. Not that the other one's that bad if you're used to it, but I mean, if you just go to pick up a saw like this, being battery, it may not be running, but it may be on, and you can't tell that until you pick it up and all of a sudden the chain's going because you grabbed it wrong. I don't really have that trouble, but somebody could definitely get into that situation and then end up cut or have some sort of a problem. I always turn my saw off when I'm not actively cutting. You know, if I'm going to be making several cuts, then I might leave it on, but other than that, I cut the power to it. I don't leave it on. It's not that hard to push the button right here and you're ready to cut again. So that's what I do. This one happened to come as a package. You don't have to buy it that way. But I got the saw, this bag, 2 of the BLI 200X batteries, and the QC 500 charger. And it was just a tiny bit over $1,000, but the batteries are $210 a piece. I think the charger is $180-ish. I can't remember for sure. The saw, $590. So it saves you a little bit of money if you're going to get all this stuff anyway. It saves you a little bit of money to just get it as a package. I didn't necessarily need the charger because I already have another Husqvarna battery saw, but I figured, you know, it's not that big a deal to have a second charger. At least I could be charging 2 batteries that way. So got a couple saws. Also, you can probably see in the background here, I got their 530 extendable battery pole saw. So I purchased that as well. And I also, they didn't have it in stock, but I purchased the other one of these that's the rear handled model. It's still the 540, it just doesn't have the T. and they had to order that in for me. I also ordered a hedge trimmer, and those two pieces I'm waiting on yet, but I was able to get the rest of it. But yeah, it's pretty nice to be able to use battery power. You're not breathing fumes all day long. You're not wearing yourself out pulling a starter rope all the time. And if you start real early in the morning, sometimes those neighbors don't appreciate you running a real noisy saw, and these are quiet enough that a lot of times people don't even know that I'm cutting. So there's definitely some advantages to going with battery powered. Now obviously when you need brute strength, you're never going to match a petrol saw, but it is what it is. At some point they'll get that technology figured out and that'll be there too. But for right now, you know, when you get to the big wood, you still got to step up to a petrol saw. But that's what I've got for today.